Hello, and welcome to Health Dialogues by India Top Doctor, a platform where we bring to you expert opinions from the leading specialists in the field of medicine. The topic we will take up today is mental health. Mental health has been the talk of the town for quite some time now, with more and more cases emerging after COVID. As per the ongoing statistics, there are about 200 million people in India who are suffering with mental health issues like depression and anxiety. Let's delve into this crucial topic with our esteemed guest for today, Dr. Amitabh Karmakar, a renowned counseling psychologist from Mumbai, Maharashtra. So, without further delay, let's get a deeper understanding of the topic. Welcome, sir. So, my
Thank you so
first
much.
question to you is, what is psychology in terms of its practical aspect?
Sure. So if you let us understand the bookish language and then we'll go to the practical thing. So psychology meaning the study of human mind. Okay, study of any mind, that is psychology. So since you're studying human, I'm not an animal expert or any kind of nature expert. So I deal only with humans. So only study of human mind. So psychology meaning just like we have brain. So brain, we can see our brains. However, we cannot see our mind, but we can feel, we can operate from mind. So mind is the software, brain is the hardware. So to understand mind, to channelize mind, it is very important to, understand this thing, study this thing. That the entire study of the mind, human mind, is called psychology.
All right, that's a great answer, sir. As a counseling psychologist, how does your practice differ from those of the clinical psychologist?
Very interesting question. So counseling psychology, predominantly it is talk therapy. But clinical psychology, it is both talk therapy and trance therapy. Talk therapy meaning that I'm going to be, so the client has to be in the conscious mode. Okay. So I'll just give you a bit of understanding about conscious mind, subconscious mind, and unconscious mind. Okay. Then I'll explain what is counseling psychologist and what does counseling psychologist do and what does clinical psychologist do.
Hmm.
So we have got three layers of our mind. Okay. Three layers. For an example, you must be aware that where are you sitting? Are you sitting, lying down, standing? You must be aware. You must be
Yeah,
aware which part of the world you're sitting. You must be aware
yeah.
it is day or night or evening. You must be aware about is the fan on, is the AC on, not on, right? So that means your conscious mind is working. You are aware of things. Okay. But for an example, what did you do on your last birthday? Right? Just before this question,
Yeah.
were you thinking about your last birthday? No,
No,
right? But
no.
the moment I said that what are you doing on your last birthday,
Yeah.
immediately everything flashes. Is I wore this, I had done this, I did the cutting like this, I have invited so many friends, etc., etc. Right?
Yeah.
So that is the second layer, which is called subconscious mind. So that subconscious mind is here. The second layer is subconscious mind. By giving some information, with that conscious mind will go to the subconscious mind, fetch the data, and retrieve the data from there. And if I want you to tell that just express what all things you have done in your on your last birthday, you'll be able to express like anything. He'll exactly say what happened when it started. Have you done the cake cutting at 12 a.m. at night or not, or next day evening? He'll explain everything. Are you married by any chance?
So I'm not.
I, you're not married. Okay,
No.
fine. So let's say your very first day at office, very first day at school, very first day at college. You must be remembering everything, each and every moment. What happened, how you went, what did you wear? Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So that is the beauty of subconscious mind. You go to the second layer, fetch the data, and put it on top of your mind. But before that question, it was not on top of your mind. However, if it is day or night, it was on top of your mind because you're operating from conscious mind. Now, for an example, today is 25th January 2024, right? It's 5:48. Now, if I can ask you 2022 25th January 5:48 पे आप क्या कर रहे थे? Can you recall? You can't, right? When you're 5 years old, 165 days, 5 years, 165 days, and 12 p.m. in the evening, afternoon. Can you recall? You can't. because it is there in the unconscious mind. Okay, and
Okay.
the barrier between unconscious mind and conscious mind, subconscious mind, there's a huge barrier, huge wall. Okay, so it happens automatically. Have you seen somebody, whenever somebody is in panic situation, they do nail biting, they eat pen biting, okay, and they are completely lost. What is happening in them, right? That they are time they are driven by unconscious mind. Okay, so automatically it gets, popped up automatically, but you don't know when it's gonna pop up. But it will pop up in some of the other format, maybe in form of nail biting, maybe in the form of maybe pen biting, maybe in the form of aggression, maybe in the form of
Okay.
acting weird. Okay, at times at times we behave that we should not be behaving that way, right?
Right.
What is that? Let's say
Okay.
somebody is drunk, very great person, but somebody is drunk now. He's behaving like absolutely crazy. What is that? He's operating from unconscious mind. So,
Okay.
in short, those who are clinical psychologists, they have got two options. They can operate from conscious mind or unconscious mind. But for a
Okay.
counseling psychologist, they operate only from conscious mind. I mean, they tap the client's or patient's conscious mind.
Mhm.
What's happening right now? Okay, but unconsciously, if I have to tap, then you have to, I mean, if I have to get rid of the main core issues, you have to tap your unconscious mind. Okay, so there
Understood.
are many processes to tap anybody's unconscious mind. So that is the basic difference between counseling psychologist and clinical psychologist.
All right. Thank you, sir. That was very interesting. Moving on to our next question. In the recent years, the problem of depression has been emerging, especially among the youth. What are your suggestions to people suffering from this problem?
Especially among
Youth.
youth.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Okay. So if I have to give a very basic and normal example, so if I have to give you a little bit of background, I am 40 years old, and when I
Right.
was kid, that time there was no term called depression. But if you
Yeah.
see every second kid, every second person is saying, I'm depressed, I'm depressed, I'm depressed. First
Yeah.
of all, it is a big hype, big hype. So depression is not so easy to have. Depression is a huge term. You may feel low, you may feel depressed, you may feel horrible, but for certain point in time. Depression is highly chronicle. Chronicle meaning which exists with you for good 6 months time. At times you can feel low, at times you can feel high, at times you can feel moderate. That's absolutely fine. Okay. So it's just a hype, nothing else. However, when our in our times, majority people were staying with the joint family. Nowadays, if grandparents stay with them, they say joint family. For us,
Yes.
it was all uncle, aunties, buas, chachi, mummy, tai, everybody is staying together. We used to call it joint family. So that point in time, there was no mobile,
Okay.
no, no loose content consumed by the kids. But this point in time, they watch a lot of unwanted contents, which is actually hampering them, which is actually, damaging the brain. And that also at the same point in time, today, nobody's there to listen to them. But gone are the days when people were there, a lot of people were there to share their thoughts. They had friends, they used to spend time together, they used to play, but there's no play, there's no ground as such where they can play, they can burst their energy, share their feelings, just roam around. No, it is not there. Everybody was on mobile, on social
Mm.
media. And after coming to the social media, it is very important for them. They feel a lot of pressure to celebrate in front of social media is very important for them. They should get the recognition, they should get the likes, comments, and etc., subscription, etc. Okay.
Yes.
So they actually forgot how to live. That is the main reason they are feeling so depressed. There's no real friend. There's nobody to share. There's nobody to listen to. They're not ready, in fact, put in effort to understand each other. Forget about other people. Parents are not ready to understand their children, neither does child to the parents. That's the main reason why it is happening. So that is why it is very important that you take care of your mental healing. Okay, जैसे हम लोग शारीरिक स्नान करते हैं, हम लोग
Yes.
डेली नहाते हैं, we clean our houses on daily basis. Similarly, we have to clean our mind on daily basis. That's the benefit. I mean, that's the way to get rid of so-called depression. It is not depression. Maybe some mood swing, some they might be feeling low. To get rid of all those negativities, meditation, relaxation, mind healing, mind killing is the best solution.
Okay. So now, given the increasing awareness of this mental health, what advice would you give to people dealing with stress and anxiety? Again, something which is
Fantastic.
very common.
Yeah, absolutely. So, good news is that people are getting mental health aware. Okay,
Yes.
I'm not automatically after, thanks to COVID. A lot of people say COVID is horrible, but I would say COVID is not even blessings in disguise, it is direct blessings. So
Okay.
thanks to before COVID, mental health awareness in India was only 3%. Right now, it is around about 20%.
Right.
That's the big jump that we have taken. Now, if you see that the meditation, relaxation, if you see, go through all those news channels, are not news channels, the social media and Facebook and etc. A lot of guys are talking about meditation, meditation, meditation. So
Mm.
meditation, relaxation, guided meditation would definitely help to get rid of all those anxiety, stress, and stuff. Number one, find your best friend. If you cannot find, get rid of all those things. So two things you can do. You can have guided meditation.
Mm.
All the great YouTube meditation which you can hear, which you can listen to, all are great. But however, all may not be applicable to you. All may not be compatible to you. So hence, it is very important you should take expert advices. You must go to a meditation center and see a very genuine, very authentic psychologist who can give trance therapy, who can give therapy, who can teach meditation, any kind of healer, any kind of psychotherapist, which will be specifically, guided meditation will be specifically for you, not for everybody. It will not
Right.
be generic. It will be very specific to you. There's one option. Second, if you can't do that, then so I had a fight with mom, I had a fight with my dad, I had a fight with auto wala, sabzi wala, whatever it is. I might feel low for that particular moment. Immediately, what you can do is you can write down all your feelings. Exactly the way you're feeling. I feel like slapping that person, I feel like killing that person, I feel like abusing that person. Whatever comes to your mind, just express in the form of writing. And then you take the piece of paper, okay, and you roll it, burn it, and flush it off. You'll feel fantastic. Or immediately you'll feel fantastic. Okay, that
That's an,
is the thing you can. Yeah,
that's an amazing advice, sir. Now, with the exams coming up, students have been under immense pressure, and this has been affecting their mental health. Do you have some tips for them?
absolutely. So first of all, if you go back to your exam time, my exam time, we used to take a lot of tension. Oh
Of course.
God, if I don't get 70 or don't get 75. But in today, if you see those one marker question answer, if you get correct, there's no value, isn't it? It is not making any difference in your life. So it is very important that students have to have one few coaches who can tell them it's okay to not to give all the answers. First thing first. So whatever knowledge that you have, can you replicate that knowledge into performance? Can you make some difference in any people's life? Think from that angle. Don't mug up, don't get scripted thing ready and just vomit in the exam and get good marks. There's no value. Recently, the corporate guys, those who are, so the amount of people are getting graduated, whether it's engineering, whether it's management, whether it's anything, only 10%, 5% are getting absorbed in the industry.
Yes.
Not getting absorbed, not getting proper job, not getting anything. Do you know the reason why? Because corporate expects to do from one person to do job of 5 persons. And what happens in the real life? Together, 5% cannot do one person's job. That's the harsh reality. You know why? Because they cannot implement things. They cannot convert the knowledge into performance. It is just a vocational knowledge. So first thing first, what they can do is they can focus on concept-based learning so that they can teach another 5%. Okay. Even though they don't get 95, they get 85, 70, it's okay. As long as they know the concept, it's absolutely fine. So what you're doing, you're actually releasing the pressure from the students that you don't have to get marks. Of course, you have to get marks because you don't get the good college. But that is not your first priority. Understanding concept is the first priority. As long as you're understanding the concept well, obviously, if you don't get good marks, don't get good college, but still nobody will be able to stop you in terms of getting a job, get into some business, becoming financially independent. So get rid of that pressure to get that marks, okay? And you can create your own, you can create a lot of jobs, you can create a business, you can create some new idea, you can improvise always. So that confidence, if you can give and find their real talent, the potential, and pursue the career in that, that's the best thing can happen to anybody. Majority people are clueless, directionless. I've seen many people. For an example, let's say I tell someone, okay, that you are Dumbo, you're good for nothing, you're gonna do anything. 90% people, 9 out of 10 people will take my voice seriously. They'll
Mm.
actually feel as I'm Dumbo, I cannot do anything. Do you know why? Because they don't know their personality. They don't know their strength. They don't know their weaknesses, potential. They don't know nothing about themselves. So whatever outside people are saying, they actually believe in that. However, if you know your personality, you know your strength, you know your weaknesses, whatever anybody says, it doesn't matter to you. I know that's not my strength, that's my weakness. I know that. You'll be least bothered. And that's my strength. Why should I prove you? Okay. I'll only prove it to myself by giving performance, making difference in people's life. So if you give that clarity, that identification of the talent potential, and then converting that potential to performance by coaching, that's the best thing can be done to the youth.
That was amazing, sir. Now, mental health is often associated with emotional well-being of the people. What is your take on this?
Absolutely. It is parallel. Mental health and emotional well-being is absolutely parallel. So when I say mental, emotion is part of mind, part
Yes.
of mental well-being. Okay. For an
Okay.
example, one emotion can be you are angry, and the emotion can be you are stressed out, and the emotion you can be panicking, and there can be happiness, and there can be peace. So all putting together, emotional well-being and mental well-being, all putting together is the mental well-being. So if you can take care of your the basic emotions, obviously the larger part will be taken care. You don't have to worry about other things at the same point in time, right? So take smaller time, do exercise, vent out everything in the form of writing, in the form of saying, and your mind will be absolutely fantastic. Vent out meditation, vent out meditation, vent out meditation. Remove all the garbages, litters from your mind, and inject all the positivity. That's it. Simple thing you can do.
All right. So, with this, we come to an end of this insightful discussion. I hope you find this discussion as helpful as I did. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Karmakar for joining us and sharing his experience. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. Team Top
Thank you so
Doc
much.
wishes you the best.
Thank you
For
so much.
further
Thank you.
Thank you so much. For further queries, don't forget to post your questions in the comment section. Stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us, sir.